up, guys? We're back.
Yo, what is good, y'all?
So, we are doing another
First
one.
of all, hold on. How you been, bro? Sorry I can't see you this week.
I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Chilling.
That's always good.
Watching the fights and yeah.
Honestly, sadly, this card wasn't. It wasn't like nothing crazy, but I'm always happy when there's fights.
Yeah.
But recapping a little bit on the card that happened March 26th. I don't know how many of you guys watched it, but I watched a couple fights. It wasn't a lot of big names, but I did. I was so excited to watch that Kai France fight. What did you think about that fight, Angel?
That fight was amazing. I wanted to say that real deal contender in that flyweight division. Like, seriously.
Ever since I've seen him, like, the way he came at Cody Garbrandt, because nobody comes at Cody Garbrandt like that. Like, you know, in their face-off when they fought the last time?
Yeah, and I was surprised, dude. I was surprised
like,
even when he won.
I've never seen anybody come at Cody like that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Cody being the former champion he was, dismantling Dominic Cruz the way he did, it was an impressive win for Kai. And he was already on the map after that. I didn't even know he was fighting this weekend until, you know, during the week. Then I seen who he was fighting. And bro is really chasing gold in that division.
Yeah, and honestly, dude, that dude was undefeated. That dude was not no slouch.
Yeah, I think he was 14-0-1.
Yeah, bro, and he was tied. He got a draw with the previous champ, Brandon Moreno. Yeah, so they fought and they got a draw, and that was literally technically kind of like, I want to say his own loss, but basically that was his kind of like his first loss, but not really.
Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing is, like, watching that Kai France fight, it kind of, I was worried for Kai, just the grappling and everything. But in the first round, you could just tell, like, he was prepared. Like, that whole training camp, he was prepared, man.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I just think that he's running for gold, bro. And honestly,
and I think he can get it, bro. I think he can get it.
Definitely, and I think that, like, okay, so I think they're gonna do a number 4.
Yeah, I think I just seen it's in the works. It's in the works, number 4.
How do you feel about that?
I'm tired. Honestly, I'm tired of seeing them fight.
Yeah.
If that's just me being honest. I'm tired of seeing the same two dudes fight for the same title.
Yeah.
And, like, I can tell, like, now that we're later past the trilogy fight, it kind of looked like they're just trying to set it up for the quad fight, the quadrilogy.
Yeah, I think so too, and it gets to a point where it's just like, yo, how many of these we're gonna do?
You know, and the thing is, they are terrible in the media, bro.
Yeah.
Like, nothing against Brandon Moreno and Figgy. You know, Figgy has a hard time speaking English. He talks crap, though, but Brandon is just... And it's hard. It sucks when you have to say somebody is too nice, because they're just being a good person, bro.
Yeah.
But in this division, we want to see fighters that are ferocious. Like Kai, I love that, bro. That dude he's moving up my ranks as like one of my favorites. You know, Justin Gaethje is still at the top.
Yeah. No, I was really surprised by him too, man. I was like, I wasn't expecting that out of him. He came there to fight, and he came there to win, bro. And it was
he rocked Akrov in the second round. He stole the second round, and the pressure was there in the third round. He didn't look like the grappling was bothering him too much. He stayed calm.
Yeah.
And that's what a champion does. He looked like a champion.
No, yeah, he did. I wanted to touch on too, a little bit on Neil Magny fight.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for him. You know, I think he tied GSP for welterweight wins. I think it's 19 right now. So congratulations to him. But it was a scrap. I like that fight.
Yeah, I think it was a scrap. The only thing that I would say, I thought Max Griffin won it. To be honest.
Really? You think?
I think he won that fight for the simple fact is that, dude, on stand-up, bro, he was working him. And the only reason why I could see why the judges gave it to him is because he kind of had more control time on his back. But it was kind of like that fight with Sandhagen a little bit.
Yeah, I feel you.
He had some control.
That's the UFC now, though.
Yeah.
That's what I hate about the UFC. Like, when Bilal Muhammad just fought Stephen Thompson, bro, he just held him the whole time. He got the win because of control time, but it's like, man, as a fan,
yeah,
I really don't want to see that.
Yeah. And then there's that caveat though to where people are like, well, you know, you don't know technique and all that, and I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, but at the
Bro, you
same
can never
time,
win in the UFC as a fighter, pretty much, unless you're knocking people out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And speaking of knockouts, we got to see one in that main card. Honestly, that's one of the only fights I knew that was in that card. The Curtis Blades versus was it Daukaus? Is that his last name, Daukaus?
Yeah, Daukaus. And which was
can
not.
I say one thing before you talk about this?
Yeah.
Honestly, I really like Daukaus as a fighter.
Me too.
I think he's got a lot of talent. He's got a lot of skill.
Yeah.
But man, bro, his chin, bro, he got crushed in that second round.
Yeah, and dude, I was surprised.
Curtis could do that.
Dude, I was so surprised. Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. I was super surprised, bro. Like, I was not expecting that.
And that's gonna help Curtis's stock so much, bro.
Yeah, and
nobody's gonna want to watch a wrestler, but if you see a wrestler that can do it both,
yeah, literally,
we like that.
And you know, I think Curtis kind of probably learned from that last loss against Derek Lewis, and I think that he's been working. I mean, from what I've seen, he looks like he's working on his striking, and he actually looked good out there.
That's good. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch a lot of the fight. I did tune into the second round, and I seen the knockout. So a friend told me that they were just feeling each other out in the first round.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, like that was something he needed to work on, and he showed us he worked on it.
Yeah, and then speaking on the stock, he called out Zero Gone too. He called out Zero Gone too. So that right there was like a promotion in itself. Like, I was surprised that he called out Gone.
And the thing is, the reason he calls out Gane is because we know what kind of fighter Gane is. Gane is championship talent. And so that's a perfect call out for him. Because if he beats him, what is anybody going to say he has to do, you know?
Yeah. No, for real. And then also, too, he Daniel Cormier told him, like, oh, Stipe's in the crowd right now. What do you got to say to him? And he was like, I'd love to fight you one day, but all respect to you. And he like was showing love to him.
For sure.
Which was good, too. I enjoyed that. But like you said, man, I just like, I wish he would have brought that energy. Like, hey, I'm down to fight you whenever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, that's all. Bro, sometimes, like, it's all about that mic moment. Like we talked about. It's not like you win the fight. It's all about that mic, bro. You go out there like, I don't really care who I have next, and we're not going to care who you have next. So
exactly.
I mean, although he wasn't very, super aggressive about it, he did give a call out so we can say, Curtis versus this guy, because he put names out there. So that's what I always like to see that, and especially in that division, because we talked about how dry that division was, but now that whole division just got flipped upside down, bro. We got Tom Aspinall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Curtis Blades. Yeah. All these people who want that gold and who are fighting and showing they want that gold.
Tuivasa.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then
I'm excited for the heavyweight division, and also the flyweight division, like the divisions are looking more and more hot.
Yeah, and then it's crazy to think that Dana White was actually thinking about cutting that division completely, the 125.
Because Demetrius Johnson ran through everybody, bro.
Yeah. Debatably one of the greatest of all times.
Speaking of Demetrius, he took a win over the weekend too against Rodtang.
Yeah, I seen that.
And that's what's up. But I guess it's not going to go to his MMA record. Doesn't matter. He just beat one of the most elite strikers on the planet.
Yeah. And
by submission. But Rodtang's got like 500 fights, bro. So just think about what kind of fighter DJ is, man. Mighty Mouse is a beast, bro.
I mean, arguably one of the greatest 125s ever. Probably is.
100% the greatest 125 ever. Arguably the GOAT.
Yeah. For real. I was gonna mention too. Curtis Blades was talking at like the press conference afterwards, and he talked about what's that guy's name that he fought again?
Daukaus?
Yeah, he talked about Daukaus, and he said, honestly, I think that he needs to go to 205, and I honestly would not, like, I think that would be a good decision for him.
I get that, but I don't know if he can cut that weight. He's already weighing 245,
Yeah.
But yeah, I understand, because they don't think his chin can hold up, and we've seen his chin crumble twice now in his last two fights. So sometimes you got to make a change, but he's going to go down there, and it's going to be fast dudes, bro.
Yeah, that is true.
People are not playing in that 205 division.
That's true. But yeah, I mean, what would you say what's next for him?
For Daukaus, just stay in the media, call out any fighter with a name. Coming off a loss like this, being in the top, he's still up there in the heavyweight division. You could maybe ask for Volkov.
Yeah, coming
Honestly,
off that loss, maybe.
yeah, just because they're both coming off L's and they're both on the end of the division, so they're both trying to fight to get to the top. So I'd say I'd call him out. I don't think Volkov will say no to that, but honestly, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. Like, I'm excited for this heavyweight division, and we'll see. And everything gets played out. But something I wanted to talk about, though, over the week, this has been a pretty dramatic week with we got. And
Oh my
we
gosh.
cover fighting, so I guess we can cover this Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. That's a fight.
Yeah, dude. Did you see that, bro? Like, what did you think about that? I think it's uncalled for.
I think it's way deeper than what I have to say is way deeper than what people are gonna think. Well, and honestly, it just feels like bro is just not insecure with himself or something.
Yeah.
Like he has to prove himself to people.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
That's for a whole different.
But did you see that he? Okay, I wanted to mention. Well, just because it is technically it was drama and it was a fight, but I wanted to say, did you see though that he was laughing?
Yeah, because the joke was funny. If you understand the joke, you understand where he's coming from. It's just a joke, bro.
Yeah.
And the fact that you gotta you gotta go up there and embarrass the man on live television to prove to yourself, to prove to your wife that you're a thug.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You're not Tupac, bro. That's what your girl is thinking about, gang. Anyways, moving on. I really like something that bothered me. You know how Jorge attacked Kobe in the club?
Yes.
The way I heard actually Nelk admitted in their most recent podcast that Bob set Kobe Covington up. And that just doesn't sit right with me.
What happened? Tell me the details.
So, according to Nelk, he said he looked over at Bob's phone during the dinner and seen him actually shooting Jorge Masvidal a text about Kobe's location. And it's just like, man, that is messed up, bro.
That's some sly.
You just had him on your podcast to help your business. Bro, it just did not sit right with me.
That is not. Dang, I did not know that.
That's messed up, right? And you could search it up right now. Anybody can search it up. Go to the Nelk's most recent podcast with Kobe Covington. Before the podcast even starts, the dude is talking about Bob. Yeah, Bob set Jorge up.
Wow.
And that's messed up. Like, if I was, man.
And I rock with the Nelk boys though. I rock with them, and it's like you never thought that. Like that's not. I mean, and also you gotta think what is your opinion on, I'll give you my opinion, but what's your opinion on the actual situation, Jorge actually doing that? So
first of all, this is why I say it's messed up, because Bob knew Jorge was gonna do that if he told him where he was.
Yeah.
So he, you know what I'm saying? But as a man, you don't do those things.
Yeah.
You don't go out in public and stalk somebody, but you got to understand where Jorge comes from, bro. Bro's not just no regular square. You talk about somebody's kids. You talk about somebody's baby mama and a wife, bro. I mean, it's one thing to crack a joke about somebody, but when somebody goes home and your kids are probably telling you, what do you mean you're a deadbeat? What do you mean he lived, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
And, I mean, Kobe got what he deserved, but just when you have a brand as big as Jorge's, it's hard to do stuff like that. Hey, he could have had one of his boys hit him.
What did Lil Wayne say? Real G's move in silence.
For real, bro. Come on, Jorge gonna post about it after. Man, dudes are not gangsters out here.
Yeah, that was not the move. That was not the move.
He could have had any of his boys take care of that issue, but he wanted to do it himself.
Yeah, I mean, it was
jeopardizing his brand and all that.
Exactly. That's what I was just about to say. He's just you have your whole brand, bro. You're a figure. You can't do things like that.
And you represent the UFC, you know?
Yeah, for real. Same
thing goes with Conor, because Conor just got arrested over the weekend for reckless driving, I think, in Ireland. And it's that was one of my favorite fighters of all time. And it's man, dude, representing the UFC, people already think UFC fighters are dumb idiots and don't know how to control themselves.
For real.
And it's you're just giving them an argument.
Is it just me, or I feel like he's in a downward spiral? I heard that
that's what money does to you, bro. That is what money does to you, bro.
Yeah.
And when you got yes men around you, when everybody's like, yep, yeah, you're doing perfect. Yeah, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. You're never going to change your ways. When you're surrounded by, Kobe's surrounded by yes men. That's why he does whatever he wants, because nobody's telling him no. Same thing with Conor.
No, yeah, for real. It's crazy to think that Conor McGregor was literally on top of the chart and then lost him. I don't know when's the last time he won, and then it's after that.
The last time he won was 2020 against Cowboy Cerrone.
Yeah, and it's just like a just a downward spiral. I think he like punched a DJ, got sued for it, a bunch of
Bro
stuff.
did so much, bro.
Yeah.
Punching old man, getting into an MGK. So much, bro.
I wanted to tell you too. Speaking on Conor McGregor, I did see a post about maybe Jared Leno doing an autobiography movie about Conor McGregor, which is I think that would be dope.
That would be fire, bro. Like that would be fire, bro.
That his life is a story, the ups and downs and all that, bro. That would be fire.
I know, bro. Bro, that would that would be fire, bro.
I was gonna tell you. I know tracking back. I know we kind of talked about this already, but Neil Magny did call out Khamzat Chimaev.
Khamzat.
Yeah,
bro,
Khamzat.
This is my thing. He's been calling out Khamzat, bro.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's like, I mean, he's booked for Gilbert Burns, and I think if he beats Gilbert, they're gonna try to throw him into the title fight, bro.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're pushing him.
Yeah, if he loses to Gilbert, Neil probably has a really good chance. But if he beats Gilbert, Neil's out of there. He's not gonna get that fight.
Definitely not. It's too late. Is that on the April 9th card?
Bro, yes.
Oh, man, dude.
Bro, April 9th, the next card coming up is insane,
I can't wait for that. And we got, what do we got?
Exactly what I just wanted to move on to.
Yeah, what do we got?
So, Volk, Korean Zombie main event. Who you got for that and why?
Okay, so I got Volk all day. I think that he's the best at that division right now.
Okay. What do you think he's gonna do better than the Korean Zombie?
I think that I know you mean call me crazy, but I think that he's just gonna blow past him, bro. I don't know if he's gonna knock him out or what, but I just know that it's gonna be.
You think he's just gonna dominate him?
Yeah. Yeah.
And to add on to what you're saying, I got Volk as well. You know, I've watched Volk fight. He's got the striking, he's got the wrestling, and I think he's just gonna be too much for the Korean Zombie because he's gonna fight with Korea because Korean Zombie's a striker. He's gonna strike with him, and once he feels that pressure,
the only way I see him winning is if like Korean Zombie just like hits him with a elbow or like punches him and like rocks him.
Pretty much the only way you see Korean Zombie winning is by knockout.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say.
And Volk could do it by submission or he can knock you out. So
yeah, he has too much.
And he's just got experience. He's got power. He's got a chin. And he's a good guy with a good work ethic, man. He's a great champion too. So my pick for that fight is Volk. Moving on to the co-main event, we got Peter Yan versus Aljamain Sterling, and Peter Yan has made it into the country, so that fight should be legit.
Let's go.
And I'm not sure who's in his corner. We said last week he could have multiple different coaches. I think Sugar Sean for sure is in his corner. I'm not sure who else is picked up on there, but I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, that's gonna be amazing. And that's just raw if we see Sugar Sean as a coach and like they end up fighting later on. I just think that's just raising Sugar Sean's stock, man.
And like
he's so smart, bro.
That is raising his stock. Yo.
He's so smart he's probably the most smart fighter is like bringing his promotion up, bro, than anybody in UFC. He's smart.
The best marketing fighter. Yeah. I understand. Smoking weed and having your hair colorful, bro, you're gonna make a name for yourself. You're gonna make a brand for yourself, and he's pushing his brand correct. He's winning fights.
Yeah.
He's funny. He's relatable. Yeah, he is a very good market fighter.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you think?
And that fight before that is one of my most anticipated fights right now. Is that Gilbert versus Khamzat, man? You got a champion grappling.
Wait. You didn't say who you thought was gonna win.
Hold on. I'm saying who we got. You got Gilbert Burns, world champion grappler.
Yeah.
But even him being a world champion grappler, man, I still feel like Khamzat would dominate him and want to be him on the ground.
I think that he'll be anybody. I don't know. I think that he'll even be Kamaru Usman. I know it sounds crazy, but I just...
The reason I feel like we're saying this is I've never seen a fighter like Khamzat. And that's not even me, like, hopping on the bandwagon. The way I seen him Lee Jilliang or for the Leech, I've never seen that before. And I watched him fight twice live in front of me. I remember he fought last year at the Apex. This is when I wasn't really a UFC fan, and he got a knockout in like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And then I see him fight against the Leech, submits him first round.
Yeah.
I think Gilbert Burns is great. I think he's great, but I don't think anybody can run with him, bro. He's huge for his size.
I was gonna. Yeah.
at 170. He trains with 205 pounders. He's training in Muay Thai. He's training with dude.
The only thing. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm saying Hazmat is just scary. I don't think anybody can beat him, just like you said. So yeah, I pick him. But don't doubt Gilbert though. He's gonna bring a fight to him.
No, I was gonna say he's definitely gonna get that punch. Like, you know how I don't think he's got punched yet, but I definitely feel like Gilbert is going to put his hands on him
for sure.
Yeah.
And if he dominates Gilbert, bro, if I'm a Kamaru fan, I would be worried, bro.
Yeah, I would.
Kamaru will fight.
Yeah.
So this is why this fight's even bigger, because Gilbert's already fought for a title. He's already made Kamaru wobble.
Yeah.
So based on how Hazmat beats Gilbert, and that says about what that title fight could look like.
Just thinking about it too, bro. If you look at the fighters that Kamaru has fought, they're kind of small. Like Jorge Masvidal he's fought at 155. Kamaru Colby Covington, he's small. Like, he's not that big. You know what I mean? Like, they're pretty, like, you know?
Yeah, but the thing is, this is my thing about Kamaru. Kamaru is the most complete 170 pounder, though.
Yeah.
Like, he's not putting on weight to make that weight, bro. He is a 170 pounder. His bone structure, his muscle mass, that's his weight, bro. So it's gonna be a super fight, bro.
Yeah, it is. I can't wait, bro. That's gonna sell like crazy.
And that's the one thing I like about the MMA is the people you beat represent how good you are. That's why Khabib is so good.
Yeah.
Because he's like Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor. And these guys have both been champions. Both been pound for pound. Both been knocking out legends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Justin Gaethje dismantles Michael Chandler. So you're thinking like, oh, well, Michael Chandler can't beat Khabib. But the only person in that division who ain't is Charles, bro. That's the only person. Charles has beat Michael Chandler. Charles has beat Dustin Poirier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't think he's coming back anytime soon. But if Charles beats Justin on this May 7th card, bro, he's a solidified lightweight GOAT.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a time in the lightweight, but he's up there, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. I was gonna say, I don't know if this is off topic, but do you think that he can make that weight continually?
At 155?
No, not. I was talking about. I was thinking about Khamzat Chimaev.
Yeah. Do I think he can make 170?
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Just his work ethic, bro. And another thing about Khamzat, he's building his stock with Darren Till. It's beautiful, bro.
Yeah, that is true.
And like, I love watching them both. But yeah, like I was saying, he can make that weight. He can make 185. After he gets the 170 belt, I'd go up to 185 against Israel. That another super fight. That kid's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And I'm excited for April 9th. You guys let us know who you guys think's gonna win that main event, co-main event, and that Khamzat Gilbert fight.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else pretty good on that card.
There's probably some undercard fights that we don't know about yet, because the whole card I don't think has been published yet, so we don't know what's still coming. But what we know so far is banger, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. For some reason, I just feel like the pay-per-view has been kind of just like I mean, not kind of, but I'm saying like there hasn't. I don't know. I feel like it's been dragged. Like the last pay-per-view, I feel like was a long time ago, and it wasn't really that long ago. I'm just ready for like a pay-per-view.
Yeah, and the way they're charging them more now, so I guess it makes sense to drag it. But it's like, if you're gonna charge us that much, people like Patty shouldn't be making $20K for winning or for showing up to a fight. You know?
Exactly.
I think I was looking because he got a bonus. There was 9 bonuses handed out that night. And with that bonus, he only made it to 74,000. You know, 12K to show up, 12K to win. And it's one of those things that we've been talking about that's in the media, and it's like, bro, like that's a huge name in the UFC. At least to me,
yeah.
If Patty's gonna buy it, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely, and it's still sad that we're still talking about this. I feel like there's something that has to happen, but at the end of the day, you know, it is a business, and it's really up to It's really up to the UFC. It's really up to the fighters, bro. If they keep fighting, they're just gonna keep putting on fights. If not, they're still gonna keep making the same money.
And one thing that bothers me the most, but it makes sense, is that like fighters cannot sign endorsement deals with Nike, cannot sign with Reebok or Jordan. So all their money is coming from the UFC. They don't get health insurance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't know that. But how does Israel sign with Puma? Is because he's big, or he probably has something?
There's some people like Conor McGregor. There's some people who could break, but these other fighters got to create their own brand. That's why we say Sugar. He is creating his own brand, and he's pushing his own brand successfully. Dustin Poirier's got his own hot sauce. Conor McGregor's got his own alcohol. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you with these huge names sometimes, and that takes a lot away from the fighters, at least financially. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't know. I guess the bigger the name, the more negotiation and where you can bend the rules.
Yeah, the rules can be bent a little bit. The more money you're making for the UFC.
Yeah,
and that's how it's always gonna be. The more you do for somebody, the more they'll do.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like Paddy the Baddy is almost there to be the one to negotiate that. I mean,
his next fight's 100. It's either in the main card for a pay-per-view or it's a fight night main event. It has to be.
Definitely. I mean, he needs it, bro. He's just a star.
He's earned it.
Yeah.
2 first-round finishes, 1 submission, 1 knockout. Bro, that's what people like. That's what people move towards. That's what people fan over. You know what I'm saying? That's the people. That's the guys you want to push. The guys you want to pay. But
yeah, previous 145 champion too for Cage Warriors.
Yep.
So, but yeah, man. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that you wanted to touch on.
There's nothing else that's bothering me that I think I gotta get off my chest about the UFC. I think I talked about mostly everything. I honestly just want to hear from these guys. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear you guys' thoughts.
Yeah.
Because you're reading the comments, so you guys drop whatever you want to say. Anything you think you want to hear in the video, anything you want us to fix, any opinions you have on fighters, you guys let us know.
Let us know. Let us know how you feel about the upcoming card and who do you think is going to win as well. And yeah, stay tuned.
For real. Love y'all.
Peace.